Hey, what's up guys? It's Marf and welcome back to another Asphalt 9 video. Today we will be taking a look at the new PAGANI ZONDA R in Asphalt 9. So unfortunately, overall, this car is definitely disappointing. I think a lot of people share my same take on the car, especially because its stats don't look that bad, but when you actually play with it in-game, it performs pretty terribly for how good it looks on paper. Now, the majority of this car's disappointing performance comes from its poor handling, and the best way I would describe it is it feels kind of similar to the VLF. The only difference is that this car has slightly better acceleration and I believe slightly better nitro efficiency as well, but overall it feels just as sluggish and as stiff as something like the VLF. Now, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing except for where this car is actually ranked, which is above cars like the Aventador J, which is a very, very decent A-class car. In fact, I use the Aventador J all the time in Platinum League multiplayer. It's a very solid, reliable performer. It can't quite punch up to the Class A Kings, but it can do pretty well. And unfortunately, even though the ZONDA R is ranked just ahead of it, it doesn't perform as well, in my opinion, as the Aventador J. And just quickly talking about the top speed for a second, it is actually pretty decent at 238 miles per hour. The problem is that not only is it not fast enough to keep up with the Kings of A class, but it also isn't too much faster than something like the Huayra BC to make up for its poor stats in other areas. So with that being said, my advice would definitely be to at least try to get it in the current Grand Prix, but I don't think there's any reason to spend tokens on it. I will not be spending tokens on it, especially because they are pricing this car's packs at 900 tokens, which is usually reserved for like the King packs or sometimes the multi packs, but 900 for a 10 pack for this car is certainly not worth it. And even if you look at the relays, usually the Grand Prix relays are, 750 tokens each, and they do have some guaranteed blueprints in them. Well, as far as I can see in these relays for the ZONDA R, that is not the case. You don't even get guaranteed blueprints when you purchase the relays for this car, which is ridiculous. So I don't think anyone should spend tokens on this car. I certainly won't. It will definitely be a nice car for the collection, but unfortunately, not only do the car's performance sort of fall behind what it is on paper, but of course this is Asphalt 9, so the engine sounds in this game are really not that great, and one of the big reasons to drive a ZONDA R in any video game is of course the screaming V10 engine, and unfortunately you just won't get any of that while playing with the ZONDA R in Asphalt 9. So overall, this car is definitely disappointing. Now, I am happy that it's being included in a Grand Prix, just so that players can at least get the car and unlock it, and it is a very legendary car, so I am happy to add it to my collection, assuming I get the car through the Grand Prix, which I am on track to do so. I'm currently in first place, but we're only 2 stages in. But anyway, I'll be very happy to have it in my collection, but I certainly will not be using it in multiplayer. I'll only use it for, like things like required events and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it'll be worth it to at least go for in the Grand Prix if you don't spend any tokens on it, because it's just not worth spending over, thousands and thousands of tokens just to start up a car that really can't perform in multiplayer at all. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the PAGANI ZONDA R in Asphalt 9. Let me know your thoughts on the ZONDA R in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe for future Asphalt 9 content, and I will see you guys later.